What up? Today, I look at the Karate Kid, or the Kung Fu Kid, or however you want to call it. Not the original with Daniel-san, but with the new one with Jaden Smith. Will Smith and Jada Pinkett Smith combined together make Jaden Smith. Other than him, the movie also stars Jackie Chan in what I consider to be his best role he's ever done. If you've seen any other movies that he's been in, usually they're really cheesy, and he's kind of like the funny guy. But in this one, he was actually, he plays like a dramatic role, and he was really good. Also, there's Taraji P. Henson. She plays the Black Mama, so you don't mess with her. That's pretty much all she does the whole time is like give attitude, because the son's name is Dre, and she's always like, Dre, pick up your jacket and stuff like that. I don't know if she does the finger thing, but I'm gonna do it, so I don't care if you don't like it. And then we have a whole slew of Chinese people, including Wen Han, Ron Gunyangyi, Zhen Shuwu, Zian Wang, Zan Wai Wang, Jared Mins, he might be a white guy, Shi Ha Lu, Yi Zhao, Bo Zhang. I'm not just reading names. I don't even know who they were in the movie. I'm just looking at their names because it's fun to say those names. Alright, so the movie stars with the ghetto mother moving from Detroit to this undisclosed job in China. I think they don't ever say the name of the job because I can't imagine what job at all she would get, because she's this like ghetto mom who lives like in the slums of Detroit, and all of a sudden gets this job in China where she doesn't speak Chinese and she doesn't know anything about Chinese. So it's like, wait, what? How did you get this job? But they were probably like, let's not mention it and maybe no one will notice. Well, I did. For the first hour of this movie, it's kind of slow, because it's pretty much just Jaden Smith, or Dre, being like, I hate it here, I want to go home, I hate China. And then there's this Chinese girl that he's kind of like, hey, what up, Chinese girl, you're cute. And then she's like, oh, but then there's like this group of like Chinese kids that are like the bully, like with the main bully, and he's like really intimidating looking for like a little kid. Well, I mean, I would be scared if I saw him. And he's like really intimidating looking, and he like fights and stuff. But then he's like, oh, stay down, ah! And you're like, your voice is funny because it's like a little high kid. It's kind of like my cat Dean. He's real big and bulky, but then when he meows, instead of being like meow, he's like meow. And you're like, what? You're big. You should be. Yeah, whatever. So the Chinese kids don't like him, probably because he's black. Doesn't like him. And so for the whole first hour, they kind of pick on each other. And well, no, the Chinese kids pick on him, and he's like, I don't like it here. And then finally the kids start to pick on him, or like fight with him, and then Jackie Chan comes in and like stops his wrist, and then he gets in a fight with all the kids. And then Jaden convinces Jackie to be like, hey, train me, and he's like, okay. So then about an hour into the movie is finally when the training starts, and this is when the movie finally starts to get good. The first hour is kind of slow. If I ever watch this movie again, I'll probably just skip the first hour. But the second hour is really good. Probably about an hour and, I don't know, like 20 minutes in or something, you find out, like, Mr. Han, which is Jackie Chan, his secret. Because you can tell that he's kind of a loner, and he doesn't really like people, and he's real reclusive, and you don't know why, but there's got to be something there. And so you find out what the secret is, and I don't want to ruin it because it's really powerful, and it was surprising because I was expecting like, hey, kung fu, but then all of a sudden came this like really sad moment, and I was like, oh, hey, Tier, what's up? So then they train a lot, and they learn, and they teach each other some stuff, and then they go to the final tournament where Jaden has to face off against his Chinese guy, bully, main guy. Thus starts, the climax, of which I really want you guys to watch this movie, so I don't really want to spoil it, but I will say he makes it to the finale, and it's him, and he gets to fight his bully, so, does he win? I don't know. Maybe he does. Maybe he does. That creaking noise sounds creepy, but it's really just my cat sneaking into the bedroom. Anyway, maybe he wins. Maybe he doesn't. I don't know. I'm not going to tell you. So you're just going to have to watch the movie. Or just pop it in and jump like an hour and 52 minutes into the movie, and then you'll be like, oh, there's what happens. But win or lose, he learns a lesson, and that's really the point of this movie. I liked this movie. You might like it too. I don't remember the original Karate Kid that much, so I don't know if there's some similarities or like how different they went. I don't really remember, but I do remember in the original, you know, Daniel's son was like fighting white guys, which, you know, doesn't hold the same weight as a, you know, black boy fighting Chinese kids. So it's a dream come true right there. Well, today was a good day though. I got like 3 new subscribers, I think, and I only wanted 1. It was my little frowny face, wasn't it? Nah, I knew it. You guys are weak. But hey, let's go for 1 more today. Why not? So we've got subscribers. That's starting to climb. I'm up to 8 now. So I mean, you know, around the corner is like 1 million. So I'm almost there. But what I need is for you guys to leave some comments and let me know what movies you want me to watch. You know, they can be action, horror, comedy, romantic comedy, dramas, period, boring pieces, and, you know, whatever. Then I mean, I'm not saying I'll watch everything you say, but I might. You never know. You never know unless you try. And that's the lesson I learned from the Karate Kid, or Kung Fu Kid, because it teaches them Kung Fu. Subscribe.